Hello, hello. I don't know if anyone can hear me this early. I'll be live a little while for you guys. Don't know if anybody can hear me this early in it. My good buddy Benedictine the Truth is doing live right now, and I'm gonna do what I was gonna do. Let's see. At the time of this live, it is currently the day after Labor Day 2025, and we're just back into the regular labor, right? We celebrated it. A lot of people got to work on Labor Day. Yeah, that's just off the top of my head, guys. Another year comes and we're going to have all this AI crap and people are probably going to keep living with their parents and blah, blah, blah. You know how it is with the money situation, inflation and all. Just want to see if anybody comes on and wants to talk to me. I haven't done a live in a while. And yeah, probably, I don't know if I'm going to make a video or not today or not. Whatever. Just another day. It's the 2nd September, so I'm gonna probably kick back. I did a little bit yesterday, was filling stuff out for work, and I'll see if anybody calls or whatever. I don't know. I'm tired of it. I'm hoping my father will go to the store again and get me some more booze. He already got me some booze on Friday when I made that video, and maybe he'll get me some more. I asked him some more because he just got the booze. He didn't get him to go to the store itself, you know. So anyway, Black is back. Hello from the hole. Welcome to Black Hole Live 120, whatever. How's everybody doing out there? Anybody there? I mean, if you guys missed it, you can listen later. I see some of these guys' lives, they only have 2 or 3 people on it. You know, it's funny when you got a holiday on Monday, it's kind of like having 2 Sundays in a row. And then it's Tuesday, and it's like, okay, well, at least it ain't Monday. No, Monday was a holiday. And that's awesome. I'll dig that, you know. I don't want to come on and say hi, and then decide if I'm going to make a video yet or not. I might make a big long video for you guys with me just ranting or whatever. I don't know. I don't really do much short anymore. I've made so many shorts. I kind of gave up on doing shorts. You know, I got over 1,000 videos now. So yeah, whatever. I see 3 people are watching. Wow, you chose to come to me. Well, you probably were scrolling because I saw Benedictine the Truth was doing a live. I'm just kidding, guys. Anybody want anything on anybody's mind? There's no point in this live. A lot of my channel is about just anything in life in general. Get my voice out there. I encourage everybody else to do the same. It is nice to have some kind of outlet in their daily lives, and then they go back to it and they cope and they try to find ways to feel good. Ooh, 20 people. Football Short says hi. Universe says peace. Awesome. Anyway, guys, how was your Labor Day? Anything on anybody's minds they want to talk about? Maybe I can give advice. Saw that Jack Antinatalist channel. I just found that a couple days ago. He's pretty awesome. He was live with Steve the other day, Steve Brown. Anybody doesn't know about Jack the Antinatalist channel, go check him out. He's pretty good. He did some lives yesterday. I was kind of busy. So, you know. You're always meeting these new people on here. See that Final Destination guy? He's usually talking in my comments. I think he's listening to Benedictine the Truth right now. If you're there, then wow. You might have had a notification on your thing saying Black Hole's going live. So if you're there, then I might end this and just listen to Benedictine here in a minute. I don't know. What's everybody doing today? How's everybody's life treating them? Is everybody still hanging in there? Is everybody still putting up with this rabbit hole matrix? Is everybody still having to live with their parents? Has anybody actually managed to live out of their parents' house? I think Thought Provoker is going live again today at about 3 o'clock, so everybody go check that out. My channel is kind of an absorption channel. Like, I absorb everything and I say it my own way, and anything about life in general, you know, Black Hole, it works. I like it. But anyway, yeah, it's just like I was asking, has anybody actually managed to live out of their parents' house and find their own place and something that's actually affordable and is not, you know, outrageously expensive? Because I doubt that. I had a place that I only paid like $720 or so by the time I left, and then it was, you know, I didn't want to get evicted because I just couldn't pay for it anymore. No take me after all that fiasco with the stress at Amazon and all the freezer job that I had from back before the pandemic and everything, which I'd still be doing if it hadn't been for the overtime. It's crazy. I did a little bit of stuff yesterday, and I might have to call these agencies. I hate having to call those agencies, but if once I get something permanent and good again, I want to have something that's going to be good for me until I leave this crazy earth, if you know what I mean. My God, I can't believe the fair is going to be starting in like 9 days. It's crazy. This year's gone by so fast. Sun's coming out. It's been raining all week. Anyway, I don't know how to do that live thing with other people yet. Steve Brown, I was trying to ask him last night on his live when he was walking around. And he's got that new apartment now. And it's looking good, by the way. He trimmed his beard. I still haven't figured out quite how to share lives yet, but I'm gonna try to. I think you got to have Discord. He said you didn't have to have Discord, but just get on there and fix it to where somehow on YouTube with the links and all, somehow get people to share lives with you. I might look into that pretty soon. I haven't really done that yet. I've gone live with Gen Z. I've gone live with Thought Provoker panel and Finding Gnosis panel, and had some copyright issues, I think, with Thought Provoker. That he don't want his panels anymore, and I get that. I mean, if that's not the issue, I don't know what else it would be. I've emailed him. It's like, why can't I come on your panels anymore? And I don't know. Who can? I mean, I could still chat with him and everything. And what am I trying to say? The link. I mean, I've gone live with those people. I've gone live with Gen Z. I've gone live with those two other people. So those are times I've been live with other people, I think. I don't think I've ever been live with anybody else. Anybody want to chat? Anybody want to talk about anything? Turn around and spread the mud flaps, Charlie Metro. Yeah. And it's very funny. Hope you're not a hater. I mean, I think you're just kidding around. That's funny. It doesn't matter. I don't care. You guys just be, gentlemanly or halfway decent. It's all right. I don't know. Let me see how. I'm looking at something on my live here, guys. It says top fans. I'm seeing. Yeah, I can always put people as Anybody want to be a moderator? Does anybody want to be a moderator for my channel? I don't have any moderators for my channel. I'm looking at this thing here. This is your chance to become a moderator for my channel here. Yeah. Might want to be a moderator. I don't know. I might look into these guys that I know better. It might be better to wait until all these other guys that I know better. Somebody will be a moderator pretty soon. I mean, one of these days I'll just pick somebody. But anyway, guys, I probably won't make this live that long. It's just I hadn't gone live in a while, and I was kind of going to make a live on Friday, and I never did, and I'm just doing it now, and I might make a video here in a minute, and just pop it on, no subject, one of those lives that has no subject, just seeing how everybody's doing, just going live, just for the sake of going live. So anybody have anything they want to say about their crazy life? How's everybody's Labor Day? It's just another day. A lot of people got to, work on Labor Day. I don't want to say any bad words. They probably don't like that on YouTube. YouTube is just getting more and more crazy. T-Sizzle's still trying to get his channel back, and hopefully it won't take 2 or 3 months. Jesus, I hope it doesn't take that long. My place over here that I go to is expanding. Of course, I only go for atmosphere, and I think you know what I'm talking about. It starts with a C. Yeah. I just believe everything's consciousness, and we're just, acting with each other. I mean, that's the only explanation. I mean, we're just all these evil people using a cause and effect. We interact with each other, and we have the free will to do that, create the illusion that all this stuff is an illusion. We're just bringing all this crap on ourselves, and people, they just like to cause suffering. They want people to suffer. They don't want to help. They don't want to make people's lives better. You know what I mean, guys? Oh my God. And so the reason I go to that place is just give me comfort and remind myself that, you know what, none of this crap matters. It's just like you're just talking to your mind, your soul, your higher self. You're just talking to your brain. That's all it really is, guys. I mean, there's nothing out there. We got to go within and look within for stuff, and people are just not doing that. People are looking out there. It's like, oh, you got to get this job. My child needs to please me. This, that, the other. Everything's based off of paper. I mean, all this abundance is here, and we need to have this stuff. We're all gonna die anyway. Why does everything got to be so difficult? Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah. Anyway, this is my 120th official live. I don't know when I'm gonna do a live again. I'll probably watch that Thought Provoker live this afternoon. I'll probably take a nap. I'm just waiting for it to see if anybody calls me, and I'll probably get back into it a lot more tomorrow. Of course, summer's going to go long after the schools open and the pools close. I mean, I still think the pools should stay open for like another 2 months because it's going to be summer for at least until like the end of October usually. I just sit around here and wait for the phone to ring, and I fill out stuff. I go on walks, and I just make do with my father's. And my mother passed away back in November 2022, I think, or December. It was actually December 9th. That was a month before her birthday, or January 9th. Rest her soul. I mean, hopefully wherever she is, she's in a better place. She was the one that popped me out of her you-know-what. We all come out of the black hole of you-know-what. Everything's a black hole, and we're just trying to crawl through it to see what's on the other side, right? And it's hopefully, I mean, how it won't take too much long of a crawl. I mean, some people's crawls are longer than others. But I can assure you that all the hardship in this world, 95% of it is unnecessary. There are some things that will happen that are necessary. Like you're going to have to deal with illnesses. You're going to have to deal with, having to eat. You're going to have to deal with obesity and whether you work out enough. These are things you got to deal with. So why make it harder than that? You know. Yeah, Pink Service says sorry about your mom. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, she's been gone ever since, it was like right there in the holidays and everything. It sucked because it was like right there at Christmas and everything, and I'm right there. It's Friday night. I go, my father called the phone. I go, your mother passed away. Oh, well, shoot. There never was a funeral. I mean, we still got her ashes. I don't know if he's going to ever put them, where my grandparents used to live. I don't know. My father, I still got my father. He's still here helping me. Anyway, what's in everybody's minds? What's going on in everybody's life? Anybody want to share anything before I end it? I'm not going to be on much longer. All I can say is that just hang in there. Hopefully the next live I do will be much longer and a big deal and have a definite subject to it or something. I don't know. I just saw the whole point of getting on here and doing this is just, hope yourself and others feel better and spill your guts out and hopefully not offend anybody or breaking the guidelines. You don't want that. I got 4 likes. Appreciate that. What are we at? 13 minutes? We'll make it a little longer. I'm going to sip my coffee here. I'm going to leave the live running a little bit, see if anybody else comes in and wants to talk about anything. I'm going to watch the TV here and sip on some coffee and watch the sun coming up. Wonder what the heck to do with my crazy life and how many people are going to call me today. And yeah, I'll be on a little bit longer. Hopefully my father goes to the store today and get me some stuff because it's just there ain't nothing around here. I can't go out and get my own stuff anymore. I can't even get gas. I can't do nothing. It'd be nice school fair over there. I can't really ride anything or do anything unless you give me some money and I just walk around. Yeah, my channel's simple. It's like that Jack, anti-natalist guy. The genuine, simple channels that really get down to the meat of what's going on in this crazy world. Some of these channels, which I'm not saying anything against them, they are a little flashy, and I'm not saying that they're just around to make money, but it's all here to just help people. That's all it's supposed to be about. Make people feel better. Be there for people. Understand that people are getting screwed over all the time, and just have something to listen to make you feel better. Like there's someone out there that understands what you're going through, and yeah, Anyway, guys, I only see that one person's watching and 4 likes. We're at almost 15 minutes. Like I said, we'll keep it running a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and set it down here and get some coffee, and yeah, see if anybody shows up. Be right back. It's another thing. Does anybody remember the old Jerry Lewis telethons for muscular dystrophy? You can still get online and watch all that crap. Just like with Olympics, it's like a time capsule. I'm a sentimentalist. I mean, I can't go Labor Day without watching that. I can't, these are things I can't go Thanksgiving without watching the parade. I can't go Christmas without asking for something or putting the tree up. I can't go 4th of July without going to the parade of fireworks. I know a lot of people are just all this pointless. Yeah, well, yeah, but it's still, I just got to, you know what I mean? I even go to church on Easter. I used to but this place I go to across the street, I wouldn't really call it church. It's more of a spirit house. I mean, if guys are interested, you can go into Great Faith Church. It's on YouTube. Look up Great Faith Church. It's a YouTube channel, and it shows the place that I go to and all of their sessions and how they're expanding. And if anybody's interested, it might help you out. I mean, if not, then screw it. So yeah, let me get some coffee. Time again, guys. Do not make life harder than it has to be. Yellow Coyote says, "What's up, Black Hole?" Well, I'm making a live again. I had a pretty good night's sleep. I woke up about, 9:30. I just rolled out of bed, and I'll probably go back to sleep pretty soon. I don't know. I finally went to sleep at about 1 o'clock last night. I was watching that old Bill Cosby thing. We all know what happened with him. That himself is hilarious because I've been watching Jerry Lewis crap with that old telethon online because it's just archives. I mean, it went off in 2010, and it just, it's just comedy. Life is a comedy. It starts to rub off on you. And it's like, yeah, and then you go to sleep and you sleep it off, and it's like, yeah, back to regular life again, and wake up, go to the restroom, get my coffee, go for a walk if I need it, make a live on YouTube, whatever. And then you just go back to just trying to cope, because that's all life is coping. Cope here, cope there, cope everywhere. Cope. Oh, I just finished walking out the park. Okay, and now I'm going to go and whack off. Okay, all right. That was that. Fine. Now I'm going to have some coffee. Okay, now I'm going to eat something. Okay, now I'm full. Okay, now I'm going to, I'm going to play a video game. Now, okay, if I'm bored now, again, it's always just coping. You get bored with this and you do something. Except the problem is with all these working jobs and everything, you got to end up going to work. You got to do it whether you like it or not for a piece of paper just so you can survive when we're going to die anyway. So, yeah, life is a comedy. Tony Tiger, how you doing? Yeah, I know you probably are still trying to find a job, and I saw you live last night. I don't know if you saw me say hi. Yeah, I was going to do a live on Friday, but I did that video, and then I didn't do anything all weekend, Labor Day weekend. Here it is, Monday, or Tuesday. It seems like Monday, but it's not. It's Tuesday. It's like having 2 Sundays in a row. I love that. Fuck Monday. We screw over Monday. I don't want to curse too much because I don't want YouTube being like, oh, no, he's cursing. We're going to have to put strikes on his channel. Guys, it's getting worse, guys. People are just getting screwed over all the time. People don't want to face what's really going on and how AI might take over their lives, and they might have to lose their jobs, and they might have to lose all their money. How they're supposed to have their pieces of paper when the government won't pay them because the robots doing everything. And it's like you got to become an entrepreneur. You got to do all this stuff on the computer. You got to do all this research and everything. I don't want to do all that crap, but you got to do it, or you can't eat, or you can't drink, and people got it set up to where you can't have the basic needs that you should have anyway because you don't remember asking to be born. Tony Tiger says, tired, bro. Job market is complete ass. You bet it is, man. I mean, if it hadn't been for all that stress that I went through, and if it hadn't been for the pandemic hitting and everything, I'd probably still be working the freezer. I would be going in there and busting, ass. I'd go in there with a headset, and I'd just in the morning or in the morning go in the freezer and stacking those pallets and everything. And then eventually they would have this system where they would actually allow you to, like tell them if you had time while you were fiddling around or whatever, and get some time back, and so you wouldn't have to you got to have a certain amount, you got to meet your quota, and so otherwise they'll be like, no, you did this wrong, you did that wrong. You gotta have a penalty, and if you have like 3 penalties, you get fired because you didn't go fast enough, you didn't get enough done at a certain. And you'd always act like, oh well, the headset didn't work, or the pellet jack needed to be charged up, or this, there was stuff in the aisle, or, one time I was going down the aisle and there was something that fell down from the top aisle and everything, but I was way over at the end, and I was like, every time from that day on, every time I went down out, I'd always be looking at the top, like, okay, I'm gonna make sure nothing's falling. And then once you leave these places, it's just always gonna be, because I tried the loading, I didn't like how it was falling over and everything, and the late hours. The summer of 2021, and then Amazon took me 2022, and they screwed me around with the cross training in 2023 before the holidays. I just couldn't handle the stress. I got mad on a Saturday morning with the equipment, and I had too much caffeine, and I drank a lot before I went to work, and it just fucked me over. I should have just not let it bother me, but what I was trying to say was if I was still, if it hadn't been, I'd still be working in the freezer. I'd still be, you'd always be looking for, always make sure you don't slip. And it was just, you got all this experience. And even when you got all this experience, it's still hard. And this is just my story. I mean, now we got all this other stuff going on. And we got these people that call you up that, it's like, oh, help, just, if it's not a good job offer, and a lot of these things are stupid anyway, because they just run you around, they don't give you nothing. And when you do get something, it's wrong for you. It's not right, you're bored with it. It's crazy. So it's like you get to the point where you're like, yeah, whatever, I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna wake up and pretend like everything's all right, even though it isn't, because I'm so used to all this crap. I haven't had a dream that Benedict King of the Truth made another long video, and then I woke up, no, I just dreamed it. I've had those where I made a crazy comment, or I made a really good video, and then it's like, no, I just dreamed it. And then you wake up and then you try to do something, and it just leaves you. But yeah, anyway, if you guys are bored with me, you can go listen to Benedict King of the Truth. Right? I think he's live right now. Anyway, I'm just yapping on, the camera rolls, and I just start talking. Haven't done a live in a while, and just what the heck. I was gonna do it Friday, like I keep saying. I'm a broken record. I've said that 3 times. Vanny Miller says hi. See, did I already? Let me read these comments here behind. Tony the Tiger says, "Whoever designed the system on purpose, seriously, go F yourself. I hear you. This world is so pointless, just for stupid piece of paper." Yeah. The piece of paper is printed out every day from the trees, and they make it to where it's just, you got to have this, and if you don't have it, then they'll be like, no, you can't have this, and it's just, people just turn on you. People turn on you. This is what you got to understand, guys, and I might even make a video about this. People turn on you just because you don't have a piece of paper to give them, and it's like a symbol for all your efforts and everything. Effort. Just give me help. Just help each other. Just like that first video I ever heard on YouTube, all those, when I first started doing this sort of thing, before I had my channel even, is that Pointless Rat Race, like this point in his video where he just says, we could do all sorts of things, but just help each other. But people got to have this high-ass ego. And every so often, I just kept listening to it with all that money I still had, which I don't have any money now, but I don't want to talk about that. It's depressing. And he finally got a channel in June of last year, and it's right. People will not help you if you have no money. If you don't have no money, people are going to be like, no, you can't have this. No, you're not worthy of this. Yeah. And then your parents are going to be like, why can't you get a job? Well, no one will hire me. Why? Why aren't you? Are you not saying anything right at the interviews or something? Or you're not going, I'm saying everything right, man. I'm still not getting hired. They got this list of like 80 people, and only one gets hired to one position. It's ridiculous. I got one thing on there that I've been into one person for 3 times. I got one thing on there, and it just sits there for weeks and weeks, and then finally say, oh, we're not going to hire you. God, I mean, just give me the job. I mean, there's not enough placements. People don't get paid enough, and you got to commute to all these places. One place a couple weeks ago wanted me to go down way over yonder, like 20, 30 miles. You got to go the highway every day. I'm not going to do that every day. I'm not doing this crap every day. You give me a job, I want it to be nearby, easy to get to, paying me at least like 18 an hour. Because I just know a lot of you guys out there might want to live with a family and everything. I just want a simple life. I just want to fend for myself, have a simple little apartment or whatever. I don't need anything more than 18 an hour. That's all I need. You know, every passing moment, your mind's always going to be swaying and trying to think different. That's all I need. And let me move this thing here. You know, it's just, you know, your 18 job, 18 an hour, go to a nice, you know, have the hours. I don't want to have to work at night. I hate that. You know, that's stupid. Why? I'm not a night owl. I mean, if I had to do it, I'd do it temporarily. But, I mean, after all I've been through, guys, and I know a lot of you guys can relate, I mean, I just want to settle down with something. That's right for me. And I'm tired of all these stupid thoughts in my head. I mean, that's another thing. You're standing there trying to do a job and you got all those stupid thoughts in your head and you got all the equipment giving. That's why I had issues with my work, you know. There's fucking, you know, the fucking agents fucking with you. And the movie Inception, all the, you know, you start to become aware that you're dreaming and everything just attacks you. All the, you know, what is it? The subconscious, you can't control the subconscious with Leo DiCaprio. I mean, it's just all these good actors that I like, and my father's like, oh, I don't like him. I don't like Tom Hanks. He used to like him, but I know he's like communist or he's like liberal. I don't believe it. I don't fuck that. I mean, you know, Bill Cosby having all that crap with his people, you know, stupid. Yeah, they shouldn't have done it, but I still think they're funny, and I still think they're good actors. I don't give a fuck about, see, that's the thing about me. I don't give a fuck about people's mishaps. I try to look past all that. I try to be forgiving. It's like, you know, nobody's perfect. You know, I don't want to hold something against somebody for their entire life. You know what I mean, guys? If somebody screws up, then okay, fine. Are you sorry that you did it? Do you realize that what you did was wrong? And, I mean, did you do that because you felt like you had to do it? And, you know, all right, fine, you're forgiven. But all these people will be like, they'll keep it on your record and they'll try to keep you from getting hired, and they'll always be like, okay, this guy did this, we don't want to, you know. Nobody knows how to just, you know, the forgiving is to, you know, look past it and to look beyond it. Nobody's doing that. People are like, no, you did this, it follows you the rest of your life, you got evicted, no, we can't let you move it. Just, you know, get over it. Okay, what are we at? 27 minutes. Okay, I'm still gonna yap a little more. Whatever. What time is it? What's the actual time? I live in Oklahoma City Central Time. It's 11:10 where I am. Let's say Steve Brown. I think he's doing something else now. I don't know if he's got another job. I think he has that other thing going for him now. I think, yeah, he said he had something to do at 7:30 today on his live last night. So I think he might be doing that right now. And all these other guys, Sargavi and Animosity and Born Corrupt System. Yeah, that's another thing. I thought surely that Born Corrupt System was going to do a video about Labor Day, but I don't know. He might not have posted it yet, or I might be uploading. You know how Born Corrupt System is. He's always, you know, like doing stuff about holidays or whatever. I mean, I just, you know, where's his video? I mean, you know, he hadn't done it yet, but I don't know. If he doesn't want to do it, that's fine. Let's see, who else? You know, your mind always comes blank. Prison Called Life, he hadn't done anything for several days. Song is 6-1. I'd like to get that book of his. Man, I hope you guys have gotten it, but I just can't. I'm just broke as F right now. I can't really do anything for T-Sizzle right now either. I'd like to become a member of his channel, but he doesn't have no channel anymore. He's going through the court process to fix it. God, I miss that guy's channel. I mean, he's still got that other channel, and he's got some good rants on Ghost the T-Sizzle channel of his. You know, pretty funny. It's pretty good stuff on there if you guys haven't heard it yet. But, you know, the actual channel with all those thousands of videos would be nice to have those back. Who else? Who am I forgetting? Red Pill Option, or Red Pill Talk. It used to be Option, now it's Talk. He had a live in the park yesterday. He's pretty cool. I always like to give him red pills in the comments, so it's all black holes giving me a comment again. Take the pill, red pill or blue pill. I just, why do we got to take any pill? I'm going to take them both. Screw it. Why do we get to do all this crap? Look at that. 0 people watching at 30 minutes. How typical. Right at 30 minutes of my live, and there's a watch viewer list goes to 0. But, then I always look at it later and there's more people. But my channel is all about life in general, guys. That's I'm just I'm an open hole, whatever the hell you know what I'm saying. That's how I identify myself. I don't give out my name. I don't show my face. I don't do any of that crap. I'm worth too many weirdos in the world. I crack myself up. Who am I forgetting with the YouTubers? Prison Called Life, like I just said. He hadn't made a video in several days. What else? I don't know. Trash doesn't come till Wednesday because of the holiday. I might put it out here in a minute right after the live is over. I don't know. Who am I forgetting? I see 2 people are watching. Awesome. They keep coming and going. They're scrolling or whatever. Let's listen to Black Hole. Let's listen to this guy over here. I do that too sometimes, but most of the time I just listen to who I want to listen to. You can always listen to it later, after it's uploaded. Some of these guys delete their lives or whatever as soon as they've made them, and they don't want to get in trouble. I heard Steve Brown listen to music the other night, and I was on a chat, and I was like, oh, I don't want you to have copyright issues. And he was like, okay, well, I don't give a hoot. And I said, all right, I just don't want to see anything happen to your channel. He's already been on and off a couple times. These guys come and go. It's like, okay, do I, Tony the Tiger, if you're still there, you're always saying that you don't want to make any more videos, and I get that. And then maybe some time passes, be like, oh, maybe I'll make a video. And then, or some of those guys will be like, screw it, I don't want to ever make a video again. Doesn't matter. Whatever works for anybody. Everybody's different, That's what's amazing. It's still consciousness. Everything's different and yet the same because consciousness, and free will, they're the same thing. But there's no free will. There's only cause and effect. There wouldn't be cause and effect if it wasn't for free will, people interacting with each other. That's how you got to look at it. And everything else is just made there to try to control you and manipulate you and make you think certain ways so that you'll be a slave. That's it. Because that's what they want. They don't want you having a mind of your own. They want you to just fall in line and be a slave. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. YouTubers. Who am I forgetting? I don't know. There's a lot of them. There's Javel the Doomer. There's that Dark Anti-Natalist, which I just found out about. There's Tingle Spells ASMR. There's that Clicky Tooth or Dr. Hard ASMR. He's pretty good. He's the ASMR channels, not rant channels. Those are the only 2 ASMR. And the Silver Fox. I just started listening to him a couple of days ago on ASMR. And I don't know. There's that other Snowflake channel out on ASMR channel. I can't remember the name of it. I haven't listened to it much yet. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I love the ASMR channels. You guys are awesome, but most of the time I just listen to rant videos. But you guys are awesome, though. Tingle Spells is awesome. If you ever listen to this, you're awesome. You all awesome. I'm not cutting anybody down. I will never do that. I know better than that. And then they'll be like, yeah, Black Hole, why have you? Yeah, you're mean. And I'll be like, no, I'm just kidding. And I want to, it's just I forgive and forget. Yeah. So, who else am I? Oh my God! If anybody hadn't listened to that, it used to be Earth is a Red Joke, but now it's called Trying to Cope with Reality. He's awesome. Guys, go listen to him. He's awesome. Javel the Doomer recommended him to me, so that's how I know about him. So thank you for that. Of course, there's Tragic Reality and. Live is over 896. Don't want to forget him. Steve Brown, I already mentioned him, and blah, blah, blah. Any of you guys don't know about these YouTubers? I can't imagine in today's world how you would not know about these guys by now if you guys are on here. Go listen to them. So, Thought Provoker. Don't forget Thought Provoker. Don't forget, who else? Am I forgetting anybody? I don't know. And Mickey Films, he's pretty cool. Go listen to Mickey Films. I got him posted on my channel for the next 6 hours. Okay, anyway, anything on anybody's mind? Anybody want to talk about? Damn, all that protein hurt my stomach. Oh yeah, totally, Tiger. How'd that? You drank a lot of protein last night or this morning or something? I never drink anything but coffee and maybe some water and juice and milk every so often. I got some milk in here that's going to spoil if I don't get drunk pretty soon. I mean, I don't know. It might still be in there. I might need to drink it. And of course, I like my beer and wine. I hardly ever drink any of that hard stuff like whiskey and vodka. I don't really, or I smoke. I don't really do that, but I do like to drink the beer and wine. It does relax me. Yeah, Jim Bro, Tony Tiger. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't really just. I just take walks. You know, I go to the park. I gotta take walks. Hope you guys can hear me okay. I mean, sometimes it gets weird. I mean, I try to get on those panels with like Finding Gnosis or whatever, and he's about the only one that'll let me on his panel because I got really rowdy with Noodles and all those other guys. Or what's her name, Patsy Cline, about a year ago, and I was like, okay, I think I got it. And then he was like, okay, that's not the issue. It's something more like email me, and he didn't answer, but I'm pretty sure it's copyright. But if that isn't it, then whatever. I enjoyed my time with you, and I can still chat. Hopefully he'll let me back on there again one day, but I doubt it. I think I'm banished from his panel forever. I was in the movie house and I was still new to YouTube, and I was at the movie and I was scrolling on my phone at the credits, and I went ahead and put his live on and tried to get on the panel and the music, and he kicked me off. It's like, you can't do it. That was back when I still had money and everything, and I was just did all that stupid crap that we do, and then we can't really be forgiven for it, but well, we can be forgiven for it, but it's just a lot of people don't want to forgive it because they just, there's all this talk. That's another thing, guys. The children, we got to protect the children. They're gonna find out about it eventually, guys. I mean, eventually the children are gonna find out what's going on in this world. People are gonna figure out that, you know what, we're all just here to be slaves. So why'd you bring me here, mommy, daddy? And then they'll be like, oh, because we love you. And no, it's because you had sex and you just didn't have an abortion. And now I got to be a slave my whole life. And then it's like, oh, no, that's disrespectful. Anyway, guys, I think I'm scaring people off. I would think that my talks would be attracting people, but every time I say something real, it seems like people are getting off and going away or something. I don't know. You guys can listen to it later and give comments or whatever. I don't really get many or chat or anything. I'm just kind of a weirdo on here. My channel is still young. I'm still in my early days of my channel. I've only been around for like 14 and a half months. But every day is different, guys. Every day you wake up and it's a different story, every different tune, different way of looking at life. People are always going to be trying to figure out what the heck they're doing, and with every passing moment, and trying to fulfill themselves in some way. And most of the time it's going to be about trying to do what other people want you to do, and it's a pain in the neck. Any other YouTubes I forgot to mention? I always remember them later and I get off. It's like, oh, I should have mentioned that guy. Anybody else want to come on and say anything before I end this thing? I ain't going to be on too much longer, I don't think. Sipping my coffee here. Yeah, it's about 11:15. I'm probably going to get on here and watch my stuff. I don't know. Fucking just wait for it to be tomorrow and see if anybody calls today. I always like do this psychological thing where it's like, okay, it's the 3rd now, so it's like it's been 2 days. Just these weird things that you do to. Sometimes I would mute television sets or shut doors halfway, or just weird thing, or turn on the camera to make life not seem as real and mundane as it is. Always trying to remind yourself that everything's within and there ain't nothing out there other than just animals eating each other. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Rough. It's rough. I think, I found the best time to do a live or do the content for that matter, is when you just have an open mind and it all just comes out. It's like you're just sitting there with your phone and the live was running, and then you don't show your face or anything, which is easier because you don't have to be so authentic with, like it is in person, and it all just comes out. It comes out of the hole in your face, And then you play it back later, it's like, oh my God, was that me talking? It's like you're listening to this other person, It's like, that was me doing that live. I said that. I'll be listening to this later. I'll be like, I said that. Or was it me talking, or was it something within me talking? You know what I mean? Who am I forgetting? Tony the Tiger, of course, I just mentioned. He's got his channel. Truth Tiger. Truth Tiger. Don't forget Truth Tiger. He's not Tony the Tiger. Truth Tiger. That's another one. That's a different Tiger. That's a different YouTuber. He's got his own channel. That's everybody gonna do today. Just sit on their ass and wait for life to get better, as if it ever will. Just cope. Go to work. Do a job that they hate. Fuck it. I hate that. Listen to these people, call them, not tell them anything. Oh my god. What am I trying to say? I don't know. I think I've mentioned all the main ones, the YouTubers. Meaningless Cycle. Jesus fuck, I don't want to forget him. Meaningless Cycle. Don't forget that guy. He's one of my good buddies. And Dre Clark, if you're listening to me on, if you listen to this later, then shout out. Of course, there's that life is whatever it is. Life is an outrage. Life is an outrage. Yeah, he's pretty good. Who else? Who else? What users am I forgetting here? I'm just leaving it going when I see somebody else shows up. Before I run out of things I want to talk about, and anything that you guys want to talk about. We're already at over 40 minutes. This is when the holidays should actually be around September, because if Jesus was born, he'd be born around September. It wouldn't be in the time in the cold December. We moved it there because of the paganism. The shepherds wouldn't have been out in the field. So this is actually when Christmas should be. They moved it. They changed it. Nobody wants to celebrate Christmas in September. Of course, all those other people, Christ Mass should be Christ Mass. They changed it to Christmas, more about Kris Kringle instead of, Halloween, All Hallows Eve, remembering the dead. Thanksgiving, coming to the New World. Well, the New World is still, I think there's more corruption here than anywhere else. Like, what are we celebrating? Everything being renewed to what? More pain and suffering. What the fuck? We gotta drink our pain away. St. Patrick's Day. Ooh. And birthday. Birthday should be mourned. Death should be a celebration. Yay, we're dead. We're free from all the BS. Oh my God, I love it. Sometimes it just comes out when you do these content on here, especially the lives. The videos are more like, okay, I'm going to post this later, but when you're live, it's like, yeah, it really comes out. But when you're doing a video, it's like, okay, I'm just talking and I'm going to post it in a minute. Then when you're doing a live, it's like, yeah, I'm just coming out. It's just coming right out because they're just, we're live. You got to say, whatever you say is going to be heard, whether you meant to say it or not. You can't go back and you can always delete your stuff though. That's why it's YouTube. That's why it's convenient, because it's like, as long as you follow the guidelines, then you can handle it the way you want. That's how it should be. I see my neighbor over there is always putting his trash out. I'm probably going to do it here in a minute. Anyway, guys, I don't know what else really to say. I can't think of any other YouTubers to mention. If I do, then go find them. Just type in Life Sucks and I bet you'll find them. That's how I found my YouTuber, Pointless Rad Race, back when he was still around. He's got that channel, but it just has one video on it. Just sits and sits and sits. No, I don't think he's doing anything anymore. I mean, he just, everybody thought he jumped off the bridge, like he mentioned in that video. I mean, he's still around. He's like in, I don't know where that guy is. He said where he was. He's overseas somewhere. I mean, that was the first guy I ever listened to. I typed in Life Sucks, and there it was. I hate people, and, that guy's awesome. Shout out to Old Ace. I miss that guy. He's the one that got me started. He was right when I lost my job. The first one I started listening to, and then I gradually started learning on these other guys. Life's So Rage. Like, oh look at all these guys out there that realize that life sucks like me. I'm gonna go be one of them. Eventually, I did last June. Not this last June, but the one before. And Jack Anti-Dark and Lilith, he's doing stuff on his channel. He's doing lives again. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do about the sharing lives thing. Eventually, I might do that. I don't know. My channel's still young, and summer is not over yet, guys. It's going to go on long into October. I assure you, School is a joke. Why not just let everybody keep swimming forever? And why do we gotta have winter? And why do we gotta keep going through this cycle over and over again? Rabbit hole matrix. I'll tell you why. Because mommy and daddy had sex and they plopped you out of their black hole. Now we're trying to find our way back to Wonderland because we went the wrong way. Went out to the surface. We want to go back to Wonderland where we belong. Or go to sleep at night. And we keep waking up to, recite your poem, like it is in Alice in Wonderland. And oh my God! Anybody hadn't seen Alice in Wonderland? I mean, the Disney version. That's my favorite. The one, the one with the yellow hair and the blue dress and everything. That's the best one. That other modern stuff. What is it? Why am I seeing a trash guy coming? I see a trash guy down the street, guys. It's Tuesday. I didn't think they came until tomorrow. I don't know. That's weird. Hey, you guys want to look at it? It's not supposed to. You guys can hear it. I don't know what the heck they'd be doing here. Whatever. If I was to turn the camera on, you'd probably see my face because I hadn't flipped it yet. I don't want you guys to see my face. So whatever. You guys can hear it. Anyway, they're just coming down the street and they're driving away again. I don't know what the heck that was about. I'm going to be in the live soon, guys. Anybody else will come in? I don't see anybody watching. Probably going to end it here. I'm going to drink some more coffee and see if anybody shows up. Because once it's ended, then we're done. So I want to see if anybody else shows up. Kind of miss going to old hotels again. I'd like to go to the hotel again, but it's just, I go to the cheap ones. I don't go to these expensive things. I go to something that costs like $50 a night, And once you start making all that income and everything, you can afford this stuff. But I can't do anything until somebody hires me. And it's just you feel so helpless. Like you gotta do this stuff in life. Like, well, okay, well, how when nothing's right for me or you won't give me nothing? You know what I mean? And it's like I'm making excuses. I'm making excuses for the fact that life sucks. Yeah. My coffee. I'm making some more. My little father shouldn't be awake for another, hour or so. We already got a well over 45-minute live here. And it's only 11:30 in the morning, and I'm just going to take it easy today, guys. I'm just going to wait for it to be tomorrow, and then I'll get back into it full force, you know what I mean? I'm not really crazy about doing anything right now. You want to come on and say hi before I end this thing? I'm going to be getting out of here in just a minute. Nobody shows up, we're going to end it. Calling anybody who wants to say hi. There ain't nobody here, guys. Let's go ahead and end it. I'll see you guys later. Love you guys. Peace out. Bye-bye.